She's really made it to the point where I'm gonna, if this is so psychotic. I'm literally gonna have to go sit in my car and hide from my kids to go live because of her and people like her that will sit there and take fuck it. You can sit there. How can you judge parenting when you don't even know me? You don't know nothing about my home life. You don't know anything about me. You don't ever see us. You've never met me a day in your life. You've never spent an hour around me. And to sit there and act like you just are here every day and you know it all. Brett, please get a protection order. I'm getting one, Ange. I really am. Listen. I'm getting one because like she's just not, she's already said she's not going to stop. Listen to what she says here. She's about to say something that I'm like, this girl she has no fear of anything. Nothing. Some things because I cannot with the lies, the dangerous lies.
I agree. Your lies are incredibly dangerous.
And all of the threats that I'm receiving, which is things that have already happened to me as it is. Every single thing that is going on right now is the reason that we are where we are right now.
You are where you are because of your choices.
People are saying they're calling the IRS tomorrow.
Well, a little interesting side note I think many people have forgotten about.
A lot of money.
I'm petty and vindictive. Does anybody know her real name? I've been more than happy to call the IRS about some of her trickery.
We're speaking on Barbecue Lady after she got her C&D.
Yeah, but Nick is stated that this is criminal. So it's going to be a lot more than $25,000.
She thinks we aren't filing, but we told her to call our lawyers by tomorrow. Wow.
It's amazing how people forget how things actually have gone.
I have a feeling she's looking at this as a money opportunity. Wow.
Of course, with Beej, it's always about the money.
Like, I don't want to. I'm not like a vindictive person. Like, I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm not
like
calling. I don't call
you know-
anything on anybody. I don't do that either.
Yeah.
I guess, once again, here's a clip of your own words, BJ.
The PayPal pools, that's for people that need help. And she just completely abuses that what do you call it? She abuses that service. And we called. I'm not even gonna lie. I called with some people that were my friends at the time back in the day, and we reported her for abusing the system. And because we read the terms and policies on it, and it stated if you've had a record or you've been convicted of theft or fraud of any sense, you are not allowed to have a PayPal pool in your name, nor is anyone else allowed to have one for you. And we told PayPal what her charges was, and they said, yeah, she's not allowed to have one, but they never stopped it.
Them's your own words, BJ.
I don't want to like take her business away from her, like, you know what I mean? But
No.
I wish she would just.
Could you just stop? Nobody wants to ruin you, lady, but could you just stop? Seriously.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is stop.
You probably should have taken your own advice a long time ago.
They're calling my social services to report me for welfare fraud that I don't even receive. They're calling CPS again. Y'all were doing everything that y'all were doing is 100%, but it's been put in a folder. All of your threats have been put in the folder.
Does the folder magically produce evidence if you put in a blank sheet of paper asking for me?
CPS shows up back at my door again tomorrow. If you call and report me, it's everything that y'all are calling welfare, calling the IRS.
Did you forget that you hosted a panel where one of your mods suggested calling the IRS on barbecue?
Calling CPS, all of that's already happened. Y'all have done that to me already. Remember, I've had 4 CPS visits. Y'all have already reported me for welfare fraud to the Medicaid office. That happened 2 months ago.
Making allegations of they, them, y'all are never going to work out for you.
And you've already reported me to the IRS, which I do my taxes in February every year. So I'm just going to let you know now, all of that is documented.
Per usual, you showed no proof.
Screen names and all. Everything's documented. It's all proof. And all this is going to do is go to the judge and prove why I'm having to do what I'm doing right now.
Well, I guess that was another lie.
They're saying that they're coming to my town. All these subscribers of Clue and Cletus to say they're going to my town. They're all going to show up here. Clue is threatened to come to my house tonight.
Once again, no proof.
So all I want to do for right now is to explain to y'all what's going on, because the lies, all you have to do is research.
You probably should have done that.
I cannot believe people are just taking something and running with it. Even my own subscribers are believing lies.
Maybe you should have stopped gaslighting them and told them the truth.
Please. Absolutely, teaching. Everything's documented. all live streams have been downloaded and saved.
It's all in the magic folder.
Downloading and saving for a long time. Listen, I have been going through harassment and stalking for a year now.
The courts have proven that to be a lie.
For a solid year. Okay? There's not one person in my shoes who would not do something to try to protect themselves at this point. Period.
Maybe your fellow liars.
It's a no contact order. I'm going to read it, Summer. So I have filed with my courts orders for no contact for my protection.
The only thing that has been putting your physical safety at risk is you nodding out on stream night after night. You have tried unsuccessfully 3 times now to seek ROs on people in this community. A lot of people forget about the emergency petition for protection that you and your cohorts filed in Pennsylvania against Granny and Barbecue that thankfully the judge dismissed. However, that wasn't good enough for you. You continued on to now file one against Clue and Cletus, and thankfully, once again, the judge said dismissed. You have been denied.
Yeah, I am. One more.
Okay.
He's disarmed by his devices. Because I have tried and asked these people to leave me alone multiple times. They go live about me every single day. It never stops.
That will never be grounds for a protection order.
And all I did was go to my courts, and I have filed orders for no contact. That is it. That is all.
To which you couldn't even show up on time.
It is not a sexual anything. And these subscribers immediately threatening to call my caseworkers, threatening to call and report me to CPS, threatening to call and report me to the police for falling asleep on my lives, threatening to call my they're saying that because I got $8,000 for an attorney, I'm committing welfare fraud. I don't even get welfare. They've already reported me for that. But like I said, all of these threats is more proof to the judge, every bit of it.
I guess that didn't work out how you planned, huh?
And then now you got all these people saying they're coming to my town. You're just helping me get more protection for myself. Thank you.
Trust me, no one wants to visit Fupa Flaps.
So let me read this to you guys. It's unbelievable to me. I'm seeing some of my own subscribers. There's on YouTube. Whether I'm here or I'm not, there needs to be some changes. People should not be so quick to run with things.
That's a you problem.
You should not be so quick to run with the lies. At least find out the truth before you start calling to have somebody's head.
Maybe you should start taking your own advice. since you seem to miss the memo.
I never accused that man of sexual assault, and I have not filed a single false report against anybody.
No, BJ, you just didn't fill out the form correctly in any capacity.
I'm going to read this to y'all. Anybody who comes in here and you're just going to be blocked. I'm not acknowledging anything. I have nothing to say about Cletus or Clue other than the fact that everything is documented. Everything. It's all documented. All of your threatening comments are documented. All threatening remarks are documented. It's all, going to be played for the judge for my protection.
Things that never happened.
And you waited this long. I did, Natalie, because I was hoping that it would, it would go away on its own, and it doesn't. It never does.
Maybe you should stop weaponizing our legal system.
It just doesn't. It just gets worse and worse and worse. And then they're like, gloves are off. And here's the crazy part. They're like, gloves are off. We're going to come at you hard now. And you start threatening me with all the things that you've done already. That's the point.
Things that you have failed to prove time and time again.
That is the point. Gloves have been off for y'all for a long time.
I think it's time you learn to do some research. Maybe start out by researching the Barbara Streisand effect, because that is exactly what you have done to yourself by continuing to weaponize our court systems on personal vendettas in hopes of silencing people who criticize you that you do not like. The victimhood has gotten old, Brittany. On top of wasting over $8,000 of your subs' money, you have been successfully denied 3 orders of protection in under a year's time. At some point in time, you would start to think that maybe you would recognize that you are the problem. And I sincerely hope that you have the day you so deserve.